Alright, what's going on guys? It's your boy Zilchi and welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. In today's video, we will be going over the topic of why perception is inferior to strength when it comes to your playthrough of this game, especially as a free-to-play player. I'm going to explain that to you in a second because me and Payne, shout out to Payne by the way for allowing us to be able to review his content and his testing that he's had of this SR only free-to-play account that he's done to beat the entire story mode in early access. So all of this testing as well was when crit hit damage was not working, so he had no advantage with the crit hit damage as well. So this is just pure attack, pure strength. I hit him up yesterday and we were talking about why and the reasons as to why perception is just completely inferior to strength, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and play his video and show you guys what's been going on, what he tested and what he found out, right? So if you guys do enjoy this kind of content, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe, as well as check out the homie Payne. His link will be in the description below. He's an amazing content creator, an amazing YouTuber for this game and many other games specifically. Be on the lookout for his Wuthering Wave stuff because he is going to be making content on that. I'm excited for that. I know you guys are too if you are a fan of his. But yeah, without further ado, let's just hop straight into it. Okay, so here we go. He's putting everything into strength right now.
Zero perception. So
let's take a listen to what he says.
6.2. Yeah, that's right. I've been doing it without perception. I thought, you know what? Screw it. Let's just forget perception for one and give luck a little bit of a go. And I got it done. I got it done. Something.
So there you go. Just proof that he did put everything into perception here. Not perception, strength. 375. This is on his free-to-play account. Again, remember, this is in early access. So this is before the global launch where crit damage and everything else was working, right? So he has everything in strength. He's getting all his crit and everything from his artifacts, but again, crit damage was not working, so he technically did not need any crit at all. So everything just pure attack. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at his gameplay, and afterwards we're gonna talk about why strength was the deciding factor of him beating this game. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so first off, let's take a look. As you guys can see, he's 60,000 power behind the total recommended power, right? So he's currently in the red zone. As you guys know, once you're in the red zone for this game, you get hit with a bunch of penalties, like not getting enough crits. And one of the bigger penalties that you do have is the perception stat actually not doing that much for you, right? Once you're in the red zone, you're not going to be seeing that actually applied as much, whereas your attack is just straight up attack, and that's not getting touched at all, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at his gameplay. One thing I forgot to mention is if you are a free-to-play player, even as whales, all right, most of the time in this game, unless you're like Nado, right, even her right now as well, she's also in the red zone, but most of the time you will be under the penalty of a lot of these stages, right? If you are in the white zone, which is where you technically want to be, you won't be hit with a lot of these penalties, right? But again, he's in the red zone, and so will you if you are at this stage and also free to play. And if you're a whale, you'll probably eventually get to a point where you're also in the red zone, right? So I do believe putting all your points into strength is 100% better because, again, you're not going to be seeing much value or the full value of your perception stats anyway. So that's just what I wanted to point out there. So we're going to go ahead, take a look at his gameplay, what he says, and how this actually ended up helping him win the game, right? So let's go ahead and take a look.
More about the weapons.
All right, here we go. So we went ahead and skipped straight to the boss here. Straight to the boss. Again, this is full free-to-play, right? He did everything with an SR weapon, SR characters. Obviously, he summoned. He probably pulled some of his SSR, but he never did use them, right? All right, so as you can see, all of this is just straight up attack, right? He's doing more damage now than if he had put anything into perception, because he's not going to be seeing that perception actually take effect because of the penalty that he's under. Right? With the West Wind, with attack as well, look how much damage he just did. And that is without him actually doing crit, and crit damage is also not working as well. Obviously, this was also pre-nerf of the West Wind, but still, this is proof that just straight up attack is just very strong, right? Look at this. Again, this is all from his free-to-play account. It's not like he has anything crazy, right? And the damage he's actually doing is very substantial. And he also did tell me that, and as he mentioned in the beginning of the video, when he did have stats into perception, he did a lot worse. Like he couldn't beat the stage with everything in with some points into perception. But then he put everything into strength, and look at him. He's actually destroying the stage right now. All right. Westwind obviously helped him a lot here. Again, this was
he's a problem.
pre-nerf,
He just runs around the entire time and
but
annoys you,
even
so.
now,
Again,
Westwind
we
is
got plenty
still
of time
actually
for this
broken. I'm
boss.
not gonna lie, Westwind is actually still
Don't worry too much
ridiculously
about
strong. All right, so he's actually almost done with it as well. Again, he's 60,000 points below the recommended total power, and he is being hit with the restrictions in this game, right? So he's not getting crits or anything like that. So this is just straight up pure attack, and he actually did beat it here. So as you can see, I just wanted to give you guys proof that he did beat the game with just straight up everything on strength, right? Now, in terms of if you need perception, okay, so I believe, okay, still, perception is good for you if you're starting out this game, but when you get to the later ends of the game, or even middle chapter sections, right, you're not going to need perception, okay? And the testing did prove this. Again, he did the testing himself. He also told me that a few people that he does trust did the testing also, and the results were conclusive in terms of that strength is just superior in every single way. We're going to go ahead and take a look at his other video he did recently of how to increase your combat power, where he talks a little bit more about why this perception stat doesn't actually do as much as strength. All right, so right here, we're going to be talking about his point of view on which gives you the most stat, right? So let's go ahead and play it, and we'll talk about it afterwards, right?
Standard, right? Every
So
time you
here you
level,
go.
you gain yourself stats. Every time you level, you gain yourself some CP, and all your stats go up. So which stat is the most impactful in the game? So first off, everyone is aware strength should be everything you should be focusing on in regards to your overall gameplay, but what actually gives you guys the most amount of power? So let's find out. So here we go. I'll put 10 into it. Actually, you know what? We're going to do 1 into attack. That gives you an increase of 25.
Okay, so right now he's just testing which one's giving you the most points, right? So as you can see, so far, strength with 25.
Increase of 15.
Vitality 18. Agility
Increase
15.
of 20.
Intelligence actually gives you 20.
Increase of
And
14.
precision only
As
gives
see
you
here,
14.
Strength and attack, this proves it because we see it in the artifacts, is in fact the strongest one. Then it's HP and defense. Then it's agility. Actually, then it's intellect. Then it's agility. Then it's precision.
So as you can see, when it comes to raising your power level overall, strength is also a big factor, right? It's good if you guys are stuck at a lot of points where you can't get to like 70,000 for the newest job change, right? Try putting everything into strength and see what happens, right? It'll boost you up a lot. I actually changed all of mine to strength, and it gave me quite a bit of a difference, right? In my last video, I did tell you guys that perception, if you want to get it to around 80%, right here, as you can see with all the new testing and stuff, shout out to Payne once more, perception really is not necessary in terms of your gameplay in this game, and it does help you starting off, but again, when you get to the closer ends of the game, it's not necessary, and everything on strength is probably the way you want to go. Again, many players did this testing. I also did see Nato as well. Her account also has everything invested into strength, and I was like, okay, it's pretty interesting, right? So now you have it. As you can see, perception and strength, the difference between those, strength is actually superior in terms of actual gameplay and your combat power. It does play the bigger factor, right? So again, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, if you found it informative, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the homie Payne in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.